I'm having a quarter life crisis at this point.
The fact that you don't know is by design. Even dealers stack. Even dealers don't go out. Even dealers don't pay for chains and stuff till they got their bread right. Real plugs do. All right, guys. Welcome back to another book club.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm here.
Of course.
You're here. After a tornado.
Yes.
And
We've had to make it through a tornado. Actually, well, this will be months later, so
will it be?
at least a month or two later.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, I fought through the storm to get here, guys, to record this for you.
Through the night,
And
when
through
it be
the storm
storming,
and everything
get
got
good
up by the morning. Telling lies, but I gotta be honest. Yeah. So, I have to get my questions up, but I'm gonna let my co-host speak for a second. Welcome to the $1 Million Book Club.
Hi.
We, do this for you guys' enjoyment, but mainly our enjoyment.
It is
And
all my enjoyment. I really don't care about y'all.
And you know what we're going to do? We're going to ask ourselves some questions. We're going to talk about it, give you the real on the book. And we always have a disclaimer. Read the book yourself, please. Don't come here thinking you're going to get the Spark Notes for real. You're just going to get our commentary on how we think the book went.
Mm-hmm.
But we also want to give you guys books that you really should be reading so that way you can help yourself prosper more.
Mm-hmm. Because the Four Agreements really tore my ass up. It's still tearing me up right now as we speak. But if you haven't seen the Four Agreements, you should go ahead. It should be in one of the little cards up there.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it up there. It's me. I'm the editor. I'm the one who's going to do it. Okay. But it'll be up there at the top. Okay, so this month, these months, we read The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. A very good book.
Very, very, very.
Very good book.
Yes.
I would give it a...
Yeah, that was going to be my first question. What would you rate it?
Oh, okay. Cool. I would give it a 10 out of 10. Highly recommend.
Would do it again.
Yes. I would do this again. I highlighted a lot in this book. I took notes in this book. And if you want to see how I highlight and annotate for books like this, you can follow me at Yes Can Do. Instagram.
You always
YouTube.
promoting a new Instagram.
Well, first of all, this is going to be a very short sidebar. I want my separate life, the one where people have like babies and they're like, oh yeah, look at my latte that I got and look at me travel. I want that separate. So I locked my other account. Mm-hmm. So my thing on my other account is you're here if you know me enough.
Word.
And the other one, I just want it to be about books and, being healthy and stuff like that. So it actually has a goal and purpose on it. The other one doesn't.
All right. I would give the book a 15 out of 10.
Oh, my gosh.
Only because I don't know that much about money and stuff. Well, I've read other books about money, but like this one teaches you how to think about money. I know you're probably saying it's the psychology of money, Kasey, obviously, but like when you think about money, you think about them kind of telling you formulas and specific risk factors and all that. This is a very easy read. It tells you that in the introduction. Side note too, I've never read the introduction before we started this book club. When I start reading, chapter one. But I like to give you guys the full, in-depth feeling. So I read it from cover to cover now.
Okay.
I know.
Good
I
for
used
you.
to be so lazy.
I love that for you.
Yeah. But now let's get into a different question. What was your biggest takeaway from the book?
That it's okay. Just in general, and start where you're at.
Amen. Word. Actually, I've been saying that more. Word. We're going to bring that back.
What? Word?
Yeah, word.
Just start where you're at, really.
My biggest takeaway from the book is that you're not dumb. Like, the fact that you don't know
It's by
doesn't mean
design.
yeah, the fact that you don't know is by design, not by the fact that you don't know everything that you're supposed to know. Because they really put you out here, like, society, social media makes you feel bad because you're not at the same place as everybody else.
That's why I got rid of it for a while.
And so, well, it can't make you feel bad, but like it creates the illusion that everyone is doing better than you.
Oh, I did have a question for the book, actually. I said, and I think that was about No One's Crazy. It was, what should we do in order to make sound decisions? Everything changes all the time.
That's true.
So I was like, the answer was, people should make investment decisions based on their goals, their characteristics of investment options available to them at the time.
Right.
So it was like, do what you can. So basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that too. I just feel like you have to, first of all, give yourself some grace.
That's true.
They talk about that throughout the whole book. Stop downing yourself. Stop beating up on yourself about things you cannot control. You cannot control where your mama and daddy grew up. You cannot control what type of environment you had until the age of 16 to 18. You cannot control what ideas and doctrine have been put into you. You cannot control that until you make the conscious effort to do something different. You can't know that you want something different unless you see something different.
That's true.
So don't beat yourself up about it. Don't be like, why didn't I know this all along? When you see the problem, start with the problem. And then you move from there. You move. I know this is probably crazy to say, but you move how you want to move forward, not from where you move back.
What? Elaborate, please.
So the book basically, because it talks about it through the way to do this throughout the whole book. Mainly what you do is you take the 17 experiences that you've had with money, your own personal 17 experiences that you've had with money, other than like actually paying for something. Other than that. So like if you ever did save, if you ever were bought a piggy bank in your life, if you were ever like any of that.
You save how you save.
Yeah,
then.
that's how you save then. So you can't sit here and go from, oh, I used to have a piggy bank, I'm going to just get a savings account, but I don't know what interest rates are and all this other stuff. So you don't know how to get the max benefit for where you're going. So you can't step like you're stepping back. You have to step like you're stepping forward. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
You can't step from where you're starting. You have to step like you're going forward.
Not stepping back.
No, not like you're stepping back. You're moving forward either way.
Right.
You're not supposed to let your
you're
previous
not supposed
decisions.
to think
yes.
From your previous decisions, you're supposed to think
for where
you're going.
Yes. There we go.
We had to draw that one out.
And that was my biggest takeaway.
Okay.
That was my biggest takeaway.
It was good.
Okay. Were there any of the chapters that you disagreed with?
No. And the only reason I'm saying no is because I'm not here to disagree with people. I'm here to take in an idea that you have and filter it through and see if I want to do it or not. You get what I'm saying? So I'll take it as a consideration. I take all books as a consideration. You get what I'm saying?
You take everything somebody say to you as consideration. That's what Granddad used to say.
So I took this book in and it was very good to me. The only things that I probably didn't agree with technically was the end when he said stuff about his own personal money stuff. And with that, I only wrote down stuff that I agreed with. So in here, I don't have any disagreements. I don't have, oh, I didn't like that. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Only because in the book, he basically says, take what you need to take based on your personal experience. And don't take this as I'm telling you what to do, because I'm not telling you what to do. So, no, I didn't have anything to disagree with because he was already open to begin with. Like, this is not hard facts. These are things that can change all the time, and these are things that are working for me now or have worked for people in general. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. What about you?
The chapter tells you when. I didn't like how he said that, I understood the luck and risk chapter very well. But like I don't like how he said that you have to like basically you have to make the right decisions every once in a while basically.
You do.
And he was like, so, and the only reason I disliked it is because you don't ever really know what and when the right decision is.
Right.
Especially if you've never had any practice with doing stuff like this.
Right.
And when he was talking about like in the luck and risk thing, where he was talking about Bill Gates and how his high school had the only computer in the country.
That's luck. That's luck.
And he, as an 8th grader, got the chance to play around with it for hours during and after school. They made it a part of his curriculum.
That's luck.
Literally.
So I think that it is harder in the African American community for us to have access to those things.
Oh, is this a girl or a boy?
It's a man.
Okay, I was just making sure because I said he.
Yeah, it's a man. I think it's a man. I think Morgan is a man. I think Morgan is a gender fluid name.
I think so too.
I think so too. But it is harder for us because of all the. Yeah.
I don't think it's that. I think it's because risk has been passed down as this like
thing that
deadly.
We're not supposed to do.
Not even that, like this deadly thing.
Oh yeah.
For us.
Yeah, slavery.
So every single time I took a risk, it had to work out. Because if not, you're dead. That's how big risk was to them. So it probably gives them, well, I would say it probably does give Black people a more uncomfortable feeling.
That's true.
When they're taking any kind of risk.
That's true.
Because it's like, is this going to be my last chance, period?
Because, like, this is all I have.
Yes, this is all I have.
Yeah, it's easier for you to take risks, I'll say this, when you have extra funds, extra whatever, to be able to replace it.
Yes.
If you don't have the extra funds, if you don't have the extra income somehow to replace it, you only got one camera or you only got one light, it is so much harder to take risks.
Yeah.
That's why it's so good, because you can take the risk,
It doesn't cost that much.
Sometimes you get in front of the plugs.
Oh, Lord. That's so dangerous, though.
I know.
That's some risk.
I know.
For real.
I know. But it's a risk they can take because it's no money down.
And either way, I'm going to die. I could think about it like that. Either I'm struggling and I'm starving. So either way, I'm going to die. Why not try to make it jump while I still have the energy and the time?
It's quick money. We're not
advocating for you to sell drugs. We're just saying why we understand why it might be a plausible business idea.
Yes. We are not advocating for you to sell no drugs
at all. Please don't.
Don't sell drugs, please.
Don't do that. Unless you do it legally and become a pharmacist. That's okay.
That's true.
Go to school.
Go
do that.
to medical school.
Don't go to medical school. It's pharmacy school.
Oh, go to pharmacy school.
It's only 2 years too, so you can really do it real quick. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure it's only 2 or 3 years. So yeah, you can do that quick. If you want to sell drugs legally, just letting y'all know.
Legally.
Yeah, legally.
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 But for those who might be out there in the jails and the prisons, if my videos get that far, and if you are in there for selling drugs, we understand you.
Definitely.
That's what we're saying.
It's understandable.
Yes.
You had to do what you had to do.
And as long as you didn't hurt anyone, we're cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Next question. So,
What?
oh, I like this one. Okay. Hossel believes that most people underestimate how much they'll change in the future. Do you agree? And how do you think your financial goals might change in the next 10 to 20 years?
Okay. So I will tell you this. I'll tell you how they've changed between me starting work and now. Everyone was young when I started to work. I didn't think that my friends, family members close to them would pass away. I didn't think that I would come home and see my mother and she's older. I didn't think those things 5 or 6 years ago. So now, like me seeing my brother get older, me seeing me get older, like I'm having a quarter life crisis at this point.
Quarter life.
To be honest with you. Because it's a reality check. And it's a financial reality check. It's like I want to be around them. And I feel like right now I can't because I'm not in the financial predicament to just be able to drop everything and go down there and be with them, a week at a time every month. You get what I'm saying?
Word.
So, saving money for me is different now. It is, I need to save money so I can have time. Before I was like, yeah, I'll just go and kick it and spend my money and go and buy this stuff and blah, blah, blah. And,
But you have more important things now.
I do. And it's like, you don't really understand how important time is to spend with the people that you love until they're gone.
Amen.
So, yeah. And also, I moved too. So I did have money, like extra money to do stuff. But now I have to build up that savings again too. So it's like I'm kind of in my grind season right now. So it's a little different. But who knows what happens in 5, 10 years. I may be like, oh yeah, I need to save up money because I want my child to go to college or something like that if I have a kid. So, I mean, it's different too. Oh, and medical bills too. So it's just like it's different. You don't know what you're gonna get into. You don't know what's gonna happen to you, to be honest with you. And the book says that you just have to be financially there to be able to be sound because there is nothing worse in this life than to be in a predicament and money could solve the problem and you don't have the money.
Or no way to get it.
Or no way to get the money. It is, oh my gosh, it hurts. So, yeah.
I don't know if I've been in a predicament like that yet.
It hurts. Don't ever be in that predicament. But it's like you could talk to me, you could reach out to me, like I got you. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it's like,
I changed a lot. Well, I'm not going to say my money habits have really changed probably that much since I've been like out of high school to college. But when I got out of college, my money habits changed a little bit only because I didn't have like consistent money anymore. Mm-hmm. And so I had to think about like what was really most important for me to go do. Because when I was in school, I could go do anything. We're going to go on a trip for my birthday? Sure. We're going to go to the mall for the day? Sure. We're going to go eat for the day? Sure. Like, we could go. Like, that was not a problem. I had money for everything. But then, and that was also because, like, I was working during the summer. So, like, I could go do whatever I want, do whatever I want. I didn't have no apartment to pay for, no insurance, no nothing. So, I'm lit. for real. But now that I'm out of school and I have to like actually work and stuff, like I have to put money to the side or not go do this or I can't eat that this time.
It's called responsibilities.
Yes.
Yeah, I got responsibilities now.
Responsibilities. And I don't like them. But
I don't want responsibilities.
I really don't. Like I really don't have that many responsibilities now for real, but well, I do with my podcast cuz like I consistently put my own money into that every single month. Like keeping the stuff that we use to edit and all that stuff. Yeah, I have to have that because that's the one thing I know my money is going toward is when it's time for me to have to film with somebody or if I need to have the money to come up here and see you to keep making videos, that's what I'm going to be doing. That's where my risk is. So if I'm going to be able to go out and meet somebody or it's a networking event or something like that and I need the extra $200, I'm putting that to the side.
Right.
Because I know what I need to do.
Right.
And that's my only goal at the moment is to build up my podcast and keep doing what I need to do.
Right.
For myself.
Right.
But all the other goals about child care and all that other stuff, I'm gonna wait till I get my husband.
Girl.
Then we can plan that together.
Yeah.
But I don't have no debt. So it's not like I'm coming into
I do.
it's not like I'm coming into no relationship looking for anything for anybody to fix any problem that I have.
It is so much harder.
So I'm chilling. Like I don't have. That's why I'm saying like the way I was spending money was fine because it's not like when I got out of school I was like, oh, I have to pay this back.
Right.
Oh, I have to do this and that. Like no, I didn't have to do that.
Yes, it's like, oh, I have to pay this back.
No, like I don't have to do none of that. And then now that I'm in school now, they're paying for that too.
Yep.
And then like I don't have to pay for tags or no insurance for a whole year, so I can build up my money over a year, even if I just put $100 to the side every single check. So I'm chilling. It's just I don't like the more money that I do get, like when I do get my stable job and when I am in a place where I can actually do everything that I want to do, I know I'm going to be fine. Because it's not like every single time I went to an internship, I was calling mama to do anything for me.
Right.
She never put gas in my car. She did give me Walmart cards and stuff like that, but that's because I couldn't get them myself. Like when I was in South Carolina, I couldn't drive. So it's like, that's the only reason. But when I was getting paid, especially my freshman year, when I was getting paid, bro, I did not ask them for nothing. Even when I had that accident, I had the money to be able to pay for it. Even when I had that other thing, I had the money to pay for it. Like, I'm never going to put myself without.
I feel
So
that.
that's why I never have to worry about any of the goals or if I change or whatever, because I'm never going to put myself without. So it doesn't matter if it changes because I can adjust in 10 years and 20 years and 50 years.
Right.
I'm still going to have.
Right. That's good. You should say the affirmation like 5 times in the mirror tonight.
So, yeah, do that. Because I promise you, if you do that, you will always have. The money will always find you. As long as you want it to, it will always find you. Your stipulations, that's what you learned in The Alchemist too, though. If you read the book.
We gotta keep going. Come on.
Yeah, okay. 2 or 3 more questions because we've been having a great conversation. Okay, the book discusses the seduction of pessimism because we were talking about that earlier, beating yourself up. Oh, never mind. Okay. How can we balance staying informed without being overwhelmed by fear? Then we have 2 more questions, then we'll be done.
Delete your social media.
Word.
And just get like what's it called? One of them newspaper junts. You know what I'm talking about? Watch the Washington Post or the
I wouldn't read that neither because then it's going to make you feel bad about all the people that's out there making millions of dollars.
or not really, to be honest with you.
They
like,
report news?
they do.
Oh.
Get you
Well, I watch
get
them
you
on
a
Snapchat, so I wouldn't
CNN,
know.
CSBC, get you a something and watch it lightly because excuse me, social media is just filled with so much negative stuff because that's what pushes. Negativity pushes farther than positivity does. And they talk about that in the book.
They do.
So they're not going to be like, oh, yeah, everything's so great around here. Everything's cake. No, they're going to be like, it is on fire. And you need to act now. You need to buy this stock now. You need to drop all your money into, I don't know,
Bitcoin now.
unicorns or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Now. But
Because you'll never get the deal again.
right. It's all this fear mongering and all this extra stuff like fear missing out, all of that on social media. I took a hiatus from social media. I don't even know how long I took the hiatus for. I was gone for a very long time, and it was the best time of my life. Delete that dang social media and just plan your life,
Oh, yeah. And read books.
please. Oh, yeah, delete social media and read books.
That's it.
That's all you have to do.
There you go. I don't even care if you delete social media as you walk into the Barnes and Noble.
Except for YouTube, because then you won't see us and we'd be sad. You should subscribe.
Yeah.
Like, share, and subscribe.
This is the time we're going to say it. Like, share, and subscribe.
And
So that way you can continue to get information, but not to be downtrodden by the negativity
that's such a good word.
that other people
I'm going to put the
put out there.
definition at the bottom. Downtrodden.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, share, subscribe. And also, if you want to see us talk about a book,
Yeah, put it in the comments.
preferably nonfiction.
I
And
mean, I'm cool with a little fiction too. We need to go back to that. We've been doing a lot of nonfiction
we
recently.
have.
But that's because y'all need to learn.
Easy.
Okay. Next to last question. This one's kind of messy, so that's why I want to do it.
Okay.
If you had to recommend this book to someone, who would it be and why? I'll go first since you don't want to say it. I would recommend this book to Yana. And the only reason I recommend this book to Yana is because she wants to have her own business.
Okay.
So it is a lot of risk and stuff. And I don't want to put you out there, Yana, but you're quite emotional sometimes. So she is. If she knows it. It's not like I'm putting anything out here that.
Okay, fine.
Right.
I didn't know.
She's a little emotional sometimes.
I can be a
And
little emotional sometimes. I can be a
right.
lot emotional sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to
So it prolongs how long she can make decisions.
you. Okay.
And I think this book would help her make the decisions a little quicker. Like it would soothe her to be able to make the decisions quicker.
Facts. I also think The Alchemist would be good for you too. To be honest with you. Just so you can think about that.
But yes, your turn.
And The Four Agreements.
Watch all my videos, Yana.
Just read all the books that we've read so far. Alchemist, Four Agreements, and then what? This one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then you'll be Gucci. You'll be good. Drink your water. Eat good food. But I feel like you do that already.
She does.
So, yeah. Actually, I did recommend the book to somebody. Not my first answer. I just want to preface by saying that.
Come on, we got one more question.
Not my first answer, but I recommended it to my loctician. And I recommended it to her because she's a kid. And she wants to know about this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'll recommend it to anybody. I'll recommend it to the whole African American community, to be honest with you. Pick this book up. Read this book. It's good. Like, you may have to take some time to kind of sit with yourself in it because
It will be uncomfortable when you read
it's
it.
uncomfortable to read sometimes. But you just like pick it back up and read it because it's good for you.
And it's not hard to understand. I only had to look up like 2 words in it. So, like I said, it's not hard to understand.
What that girl say?
Some meals that you eat will just taste like a better looking body.
And this is that meal.
All right. Last question. What lesson from the book do you want to implement in your life immediately? And you can't say all of them.
This is what I implemented already. I have a spreadsheet now. I have a spreadsheet of my transactions. I need to know what I'm spending my money on so I can cut whatever I don't need out of my life so that I can have room to save. You get what I'm saying? I have a spending problem. Not a big one, but I have a spending problem. Like, I spend to the point to where it's almost it's at the limit. You get what I'm saying? It's not I spend and then I save the money, you know? So I know that. And so what I'm working on right now is my spending problem by looking at the money that I'm taking out, because your wealth is the amount of money that you have that you can utilize at any time, not the money that you get paycheck to paycheck.
Right.
And so when I saw that, I was like, oh, I am worth nothing almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, the money that I have is. And so, like, I know what I'm worth inside, but I want it to be worth also on paper. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm. That was immediate. You know. So yeah, that. What about
What
you?
was I finna say? I have two things. Consistency is greater than perfection. So, like she said, where she's trying to fix her spending habit, me too. I'm trying to work on actually saving, even though I feel like I have nothing to save for. And I feel like I would do that better when I start getting a consistent check. But that's also to add to the fact of you don't need the perfect environment to start.
50 cent.
You need to start immediately. That's why I have my Cash App rolling over my change. I put all my change in a certain thing because at some point, yes, it does add up. I've put gas in my car off the change. I've added up. I've done all kinds of things. And that's what I meant by don't ever leave yourself without. Always plan like you need something.
Because you do.
You do. And my last one is to stay optimistic. Beforehand, I was very, I'd say pessimistic about money. Like, it was just going to be whatever until I got to something that might look better. But I realized that you can't get there if you're not actually trying to stack. Even dealers stack. Even dealers don't go out. Even dealers don't pay for chains and stuff till they got their bread right. Real plugs do. Just saying.
Listen. We are not
Promoting
drug
dealing.
dealing.
We're not. We're just saying, like, I'm just saying in retrospect, even people who do things they're not supposed to be doing have to save. So as me being
business
legal,
owners.
right? As me being legal, even business owners, yes, have to save.
They're business owners.
So I need to start getting in the habit of actually, like I said, not beating myself up, increasing my knowledge, reading books like this, taking my time to actually dwell in what I'm actually paying for before I just run off and do it because someone else is paying for it or because I don't just want to deal with the situation I'm in. I spend a lot of money doing that, trying to run away from other situations,
From problems that you need to face.
that I need to focus on. So I'm working on that. Okay. Well, guys, my sister has to leave. Our book clubs are usually short, so it doesn't really matter. And I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. We enjoyed filming it, actually.
This was actually really good. I'm about to edit this video right now. This is the next one coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, because y'all need to see this. Y'all need to hear this. Don't do drugs. Don't sell drugs.
Please, drink your water.
Make your $1 million legitly. And that's why we're reading these books, so that way you know how to play the game like other people do. Okay? That's what we give you here at the $1 Million Book Club. But you have to what? Say it with me. Read the books.
Yes, read the books. Read the books. Read the books. I'm like, what? Read the books.
So I don't think we sign out like regular. We do? Oh, well, guys, thank you for my guest, as always. Well, my co-host. She's my co-host on here. We will see you guys later.
We're reading The Dip next. It's a 98-page book. You can read it. I promise you.
Yes. So I'm sure she'll put a picture somewhere
Oh, yeah.
on the screen so that way you guys know.
It'll be there.
Yeah. And I I really enjoyed this. I hope you guys did too. And always, always don't forget to think about yourself, think about the way you're treating others, read the books we talk about, and don't forget to love more, be more, and add more positivity to the world.